Okay, so we're going to start laying our plywood out for our next order. It's going to be a weird TV console stand with a 45-degree angle. We're just going to, we measured it out for 40 inches. It's going to be 40 inches deep, or I'm sorry, wide. And it's going to be total 32 inches deep. So our 45-degree angle point here is going to be 32. So we need to find that center. It's going to be a real light line here, so I'm not sure that's going to stay. Our cut. It's a little confusing. So we have to get, so this will be the bottom, we'll say, and then we have to go to a 45-degree point roughly, but we have to find that center, and then we'll have to do an arrow this way too. So it's a little confusing. All right, let's go. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see that, but this is our angle. That's our point. It's almost like setting like a rafter up for like a A-frame. To a certain extent, we're going to be cutting this crazy 45-degree angle. It's going to meet at the 32-inch height, I guess, or depth. It's going to go into a corner, and we're going to be 20 inches or 40 inches wide. So our cut is going to, our angle is going to start at 14 inches and 3/8. It's just the way it lined up. It gave us a perfect 45-degree that will reach, and it'll be still 14 inches in depth at the end here. So we'll put like some side panels here, and we'll put a couple in the center and then one on the end, and we're going to join them more likely with dado. So hopefully you can see this. It's kind of crappy. I made a mistake here. Just got to erase that off better. But this is the line. And then there's the other line going. And they meet the same spot. All right, let's go. Degree. Cut off. Yeah, our template makes it easier. Use a bigger pencil we take this right out and use this as a template. I don't know. So we'll do a couple of things across. make it easier to keep it handle. Let's cut the right across cut this whole sheet at 32 depth. Okay, so now we have the first template. This is pretty simple now. Not simple, but it's simpler. Now we just use our same drawing, our same line. We'll cut our 45-degree angle on both sides, and then we'll match it up. And if we have to, we'll lay them out together, and then we'll just cut them with one final cut, just to get the exact measurement. All right, let's go. Flush. You see there's a little bit of overhang here. It's not even 30-second evidence, but we'll just click it together, do one final cut on each side. All right, let's go. Pretty good. So now we have our flush all around. Obviously this isn't square. It's 5, whatever 5 is, octagon, pentagon, I don't even know. Let's go pear shape. I'm sure there's easier ways to do this, but this way seems to be working for me right now. And we'll keep it nice and straight, nice and clean as possible. All right, let's go. Just thinking a rough layout right now. This is the nip fire in the center is going to be 18 inches wide, roughly 16, 18 inches, and it's going to be this. Anywhere from 16 inches deep or whatever, so the depth shouldn't be an issue. We're going to lay this out, see if we can see exactly. You also have to account for 57 plywood, which is roughly 3/4 of an inch. So we have to do the math that way. That would just get a clear layout before I do that. So we're going to start with 10 inches on the side. So we'll do this, we'll do 10 and a half. Do a little extra space. I'll have to get a calculator out and we'll start doing measurements. That's 10 and a half. 10 and a half. Take our thickness of our plywood. Strike a line on each side. Let's get a general idea. I think we'll do 10 1/4. Just on the side, a little breathing room in case the fire is 18 exactly. I don't want to be rubbing up on it. we're going to just return the corner after the final measure. So now we have a layout now. What we need, the quarter, and then we're done. Repeat the same step over here, and then we'll be able to start building our frame, completing our carcass. Put the board down, line up the lines. We marked out already. And then set our line and the closing. We're going to do 2 tight ones inside and then 2 loose ones in one. Get a little bit over in here. Let's just do a little dry fit. So our plate line, what's to line up with their marking here for our layout. So right about there. And these are going to be tight cuts for now. Good. Alright. Couple bright nails in here too. Okay, so our frame at the top, or well, this is the bottom actually, it's upside down, is all in place. We're going to throw a couple brad nails in the top, and eventually we're going to throw some screws in. I keep calling it the top, it's the bottom. See here it's labeled bottom, but I'm not as concerned about putting some brad nails in here and screws, since it's going to be, like I said, on the bottom. It's not going to be visible. But this is the frame. We're going to take these clamps off now, and then we're going to flip it back over. Then we're going to take it outside and put it on the saw horse. It's going to make it a little easier to clamp these up, because I got to get the backs clamped up a little easier. It's not as easy on the bench. So we're just going to do it that way. But so far it's coming out real nice. It's pretty flush. We're going to trim this out still. We're going to put some feet on the bottom. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do it. I want to build like a little frame. That was the plan, but this is really kind of small. I want to give as much length or height as I could on the frame itself. We're also going to put some shelf pin holes in the center here, and we're going to just go with that. All right, let's go. Let's start just getting this ready. Take these clamps off, and then we're going to do one more clamp up, let it sit for a few hours, and then we'll start throwing some screws, brad nails in, and then get our trim ready. All right, let's go. Let it sit for a few hours. And we're going to put a back brace here at 45-degree, 2 cuts here, just to hold this a little stronger. And then we're just going to put some 1/4-inch plywood that the client's providing. They have some old Baltic birch 1/4-inch that we're going to be throwing on the back. Nothing fancy with that. We're just going to cut it in pieces here. We're just going to pin nail it in to the back just to keep it structured, and also close out any gaps. But also we're going to put some holes in the back of that too for wires, things like that. Well, I'll leave that up to the client, but that's something we're going to do later. But right now we just want to get this glued up, and next step is going to be we're going to start cutting some trim out. We're going to start trimming this out. All right, let's go. Some wood putty and some of these little crevices here. Canal holes here. So now we have some of our face frame laid out. We're going to just cut some of these trim pieces. I get my face frame a little more exact, a little easier. I'm going to throw a couple these side pieces on first. You can also use spacers or shins. So that we can do this, cut your spacers out. So if you take 7/8, put two spacers here, and you can speed this in. And it's a real tight fit, so I don't need clamps. I might even cut these down about just a hair. Just a tiny bit of glue, I don't want to squeeze out. Or if I have to make any changes, I don't want it to be too permanent. Extra large, extra deep shelf. sit like that. I'm not going to put frame on it, it's just too much. It's going to change it and mess thing up towards the end of the project. So we're going to just domino and put one works container on each of these things, on each side, these feet, into the structures and aprons. All right, let's go. Some plywood, do some little trim. So get a rails for them to do, let's do about 9. We're going to go a little over 9. We're going to see this down for the second here. So we will go maybe a 1/4 inch deep. So just under 5 3/4 will be our stiles. Our rails, I'm sorry. These are our stiles up and down. All right, let's go. 1/4" groove in the end there. It's just kind of laying in there now. All right, let's go. Line there, center line. Line the center hole up with that line. Smooth it. Nothing even tight. A little bit of an angle. Tab here loosens, just press it in tight. It's a little tab right back here. So we're in. So now we can adjust our adjustments. We have our in and out, and I guess up and down here. There's only 2 of these grooves. These are inset, face frame, snap on.